Modern smartphone technology has dramatically transformed the world in which we live. Today, the GPS communication chips enabling these smartphones are nearly all made by one company, Broadcom. However, the technology behind these chips originated with this inventor, Dr. Reza Rofugaran, in an innovative small business using Department of Defense SBIR funding. It's now evolving to enable 5G, the next generation of advanced wireless systems, which will power future communications networks for both civilians and U.S. warfighters.
If you look at the impact of Reza's work, it truly transformed the industry of communications.
Reza Rofugaran and his sister Mariam Rofugaran are a sibling powerhouse holding over 1,000 patents. Their ingenious chip designs enable the wireless revolution you hold in your hand.
I have known Reza for over 30 years, initially when he was a student at UCLA working on his PhD, and we were collaborating on a research project funded by DARPA, the Department of Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. It was on the development of radios using low-cost CMOS technology. It was thought that it was impossible for CMOS to make radio frequency chips because they needed such high-performance transistors, which CMOS didn't have.
So the challenge was how to do this radio in a technology that was not designed for radio.
He, along with Professor Abidi, were literally among the first people in the world to be able to build radio frequency transceivers out of CMOS integrated circuit technology, and that was a radical breakthrough. Most companies truly thought it was impossible to do so.
Reza Rofugaran then worked on another contract to incorporate GPS on the same CMOS chip. This contract was from DARPA's Small Business Innovation Research, or SBIR program, awarded in 1998 to Torrance, California-based Physical Research, Inc., a company Dr. Rofugaran worked with at that time. Soon after, he and his sister Mariam formed their own company, Innovent Systems, to continue this groundbreaking research.
That was actually very interesting because it would revolutionize the way that your phone works, the GPS. At that time, I was thinking about what if all these big GPS equipment that they use in the car or in the plane or different applications become so tiny that you can place it on everything.
In 2002, Reza and Mariam decided to merge their company, Innovent, with Broadcom.
They became the core radio frequency chip designers at Broadcom.
We worked on making even more integration on CMOS process. We put wireless LAN and Bluetooth on the same chip and made it a tiny, tiny chip, which was lower power consumption, lower cost. And we worked with Apple and Samsung, and this little device went into billions of cell phones.
Over the last 20 years, they had grown that team to several hundred engineers, and they were building chips for Bluetooth, for Wi-Fi, for cellular, for 3G, for 4G. They were the world leaders in building CMOS radio frequency integrated circuits. So it was the innovation of putting all of that on a single CMOS chip that enabled the cell phone as we know it today to be built. And it literally changed the world and made Broadcom a leader in that market.
We had about 95% market share in all these mobile devices.
Most of the internet company, today internet company, started because mobile communication. Uber, Lyft, Instagram, all of these is built based on the mobile, not on the fixed communication. The next generation of the internet you will see, it will be different than what you see today.
Reza and Mariam started Movandi in 2016.
We have focused on addressing the millimeter wave challenges and trying to help operators and industry to deploy 5G.
There will be a need for a mobile which is much faster than what we need today. And more importantly is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, it needs data and the processing. And the more data have, the better you make decision. Any of the stuff that I can see today and right away try to solve it, go back to all of the stuff that I learned back in the SBIR. It gives me freedom. It was not only specific application or a specific parameter. It helps you to expand and go beyond the box.
Learn more at sbir.defensebusiness.org.